Good evening. Good evening. If we could have you take your seats, please. And as you do that, could I ask you to please silence any electronic devices? Thank you. Again, good evening and welcome to the 45th anniversary of Harvest Bowl. My name is Al Gustin, proud alumnus, 1969 agricultural economics, and I'll be your host for this evening. And it is such an honor to be asked to be part of this great and growing event. Although we do need to get underway, you can start on your salads if you'd like as we proceed with the program. Tonight, we celebrate the achievements, accomplishments, and successes on farms, ranches, in agribusiness, and at sporting events. We celebrate North Dakota State University as it has played and continues to play a pivotal role in the lives of citizens in this region. But most of all, we are here to celebrate the people who work in agriculture and athletics. Let's take a moment to learn a little more about the history of Harvest Bowl and how it all began.
Welcome to the Harvest Bowl. This game has special meaning for our program as it ties together bison athletics and agriculture. Our student athletes who have farming and ranching backgrounds bring that same work ethic, dedication, and maturity to practice, games, in their daily lives. We're proud to celebrate agriculture with the annual Harvest Bowl game. Go Bison!
Agriculture is North Dakota's #1 industry, leading the country in production of 14 ag products most years, including a variety of different kinds of dry beans, spring and durum wheat, pulse crops, oil seeds, sunflowers, and even honey. North Dakota also has a strong livestock industry, primarily with beef cattle. In fact, nearly 3 cattle per person. North Dakotans are proud of our state's agricultural production, and NDSU is proud of its connection with agriculture as a land-grant university. Since 1973, NDSU has celebrated this relationship between agriculture and bison athletics with the Harvest Bowl. Each year, the Harvest Bowl Banquet honors outstanding agriculturalists from North Dakota's 53 counties and several counties in western Minnesota. Harvest Bowl also recognizes agribusiness people who have distinguished themselves in agriculture and business in North Dakota and beyond. Over the years, Harvest Bowl sponsors have provided more than $246,000 in scholarships to NDSU athletes with agricultural backgrounds or who are studying agriculture. The NDSU Harvest Bowl, celebrating excellence in agriculture, education, and bison athletics.
To get our evening started, let's hear from Harvest Bowl Chair Ken Birch. Ken graduated from NDSU in 1980 and has been involved in agriculture his entire career. Currently serves the industry as the state seed commissioner. Ken has been involved with Harvest Bowl for nearly 20 years. Ken and his wife Leslie have 3 children and 2 grandchildren. Please welcome the 2018 Harvest Bowl Chairman, Ken Birch.
Good evening, everybody. On behalf of the Harvest Bowl Committee, it's my honor to welcome you to Harvest Bowl. We have another great crowd this evening to kick off Harvest Bowl weekend. Thank you so much for joining us to celebrate the ag industry, our land grant institution, and NDSU athletics. We've got a wonderful mix of attendees tonight and supporters from all of those areas. A special welcome to our county agriculturalist honorees. It's so nice to have you with us this weekend and to recognize your work in our industry and as well as your service in your communities. Dr. Anderson, thank you so much for being here. It's great to see you and making your family, and it doesn't happen nearly enough anymore. The crowd should be aware that Sharon went to great lengths to be here with us tonight, and we very, very much appreciate that. Off script for a moment, I have a confession. Last year, I made an error by referring to Harvest Bowl as the largest event affiliated with NDSU. A certain university president whose initials are Dean Bershani corrected this error right here, to my dismay, by noting that tomorrow's event that's held at the Fargo Dome, the one played by very large men in helmets, is in fact the largest university event, which is true. He is correct. However, Harvest Bowl is most certainly the largest gathering of the ag community affiliated with NDSU and likely the only one in the country that recognizes the relationship between agriculture, athletics, and student-athlete scholarly activities. Before we move on to dinner, if I could, I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge and thank a few groups and individuals who make this weekend's Harvest Bowl celebration possible. From NDSU Agriculture, a number of Greg Lardy's staff are actively involved with Harvest Bowl as committee members and volunteers of their time. Two special recognitions are in order, I believe. Patty Floggen for her organizational work with the County Honoree Program. Patty's with the Cass County Extension Service. And Patty Sebesta, who serves as the liaison for the Vice President's office and handles logistics for tomorrow's events with our county honorees. From NDSU Foundation and Alumni Association, a lot of John Glover's staff at the office are also involved in the Harvest Bowl event. Two in particular do a lot of work with our group. Sarah Wald is the Vice President for Outreach at the Foundation Alumni Association and keeps our Harvest Bowl committee in order. A little hand for Sarah. And if you happen to find these two in the back of the room, because they're always in the back watching what's going on, Nicole Holden is the Director of Events and Harvest Bowl Event Coordinator. Nicole and her team are the ones that really keep things in order for this entire event and do all the heavy lifting associated with it. So if you see Nicole and Sarah, please give them a big thank you from us. Thanks. And from NDSU Athletics, who we seldom mention and we should because they're actively involved with this as well. Matt Larson, our Director of Athletics, and a lot of his team also contribute a lot to the event. And I want to publicly thank Matt, Jack Mon, Pat Simmers for their active involvement with the Harvest Bowl Committee and all the work they do with us. Would members of the previously mentioned wait a second. Athletics. We never talk about this. This is off script as well. And this is not my joke, so don't blame me. Where's Luke Bacon and Cordell Eaton? They're right over here. This is officially the Eaton-Bacon table. That's not my joke. So just so you know. Would the Harvest Bowl committee members please stand? Thank you. As you probably know, and you can tell by just the size of this event alone, there are a lot of moving parts to this weekend's events, and I can't thank the committee enough for their work with the sponsors, county honoree programs, hosting attendees, fundraising, soliciting prizes, and all the things that go into an event of this type. Another off script. I took a bunch of grief from one of our committee members this morning because I'd never mentioned bingo when we're doing media and things like that. So Chris Johnson, bingo. List of committee members is on the back of tonight's program, and please feel free to give us a little feedback on the event if you would. We'd be happy to hear it. I'd love to recognize a lot of other individual committee members, but for tonight, I'd like to take a moment to recognize one that is no longer with us. Bryce Farnsworth, a member of the NDSU Plant Sciences Department and Potato Breeding Program at NDSU for 38 years, passed away on September 13th of 2018. Bryce served on the Harvest Bowl Committee for decades, actually from its inception, and created the floral centerpieces for our tables from the very first banquet in 1973 until last year. Susie Thompson and her team in the potato breeding program have taken that over now, but I'd hope that you would please remember Bryce when looking at these centerpieces, and join me in a round of applause for Bryce. His loved ones and friends present tonight will appreciate it. We have a few student organizations, the Bison Ambassadors, the NDSU Ag Ambassadors, and the 4-H Ambassadors. Would you students please stand too? I'm not seeing any, but our students welcomed you to your tables and helped a lot with tonight's logistics. Give them a hand if you would too. And I saved the best for last, and this was intentional. Would our sponsors please stand? And there are 95 of them, not all of them in the room. A list of our sponsors on the inside of your program tonight. They've been scrolling, our premier sponsors have been scrolling across the screen. All of them deserve our thanks. Harvest Bowl wouldn't happen without them. It takes a lot of financial support to make this event happen. The banquet event alone has doubled in size over the last 10 years or so, and we've got nearly 800 people here tonight. And counties, or our sponsors, help with so many things, including the county honorary program, scholarships, and an assorted other costs that are associated with us doing this. The generosity of our sponsors help us underwrite tonight's events, tomorrow's activities, and thereby allows our committees to push additional dollars into our scholarship program. I'm hoping you saved the biggest round of applause for last. Please thank our sponsors. Lastly, and as always, a big thank you to Al Gustin for serving as our MC. You've seen Al for a number of years, and we can't thank him enough for his service to the Harvest Bowl event. It's now my pleasure to introduce Bailey Retzlaff. Bailey, here we are. Please join me, Bailey, if you would. Bailey's a senior from Carrington, North Dakota, majoring in ag education. You'll find her picture and her bio in your program. She's a member of the women's track team and one of our Harvest Bowl scholarship recipients tonight, and you'll see Bailey again on the stage a little bit later. Bailey has offered to give tonight's blessing. Thank
you. If you will join with me to pray. Dear Father, bless our farmers and our ranchers. Thank you for bringing them here tonight to be recognized at this event. Thank you for everyone in this room and their support in agriculture. Lord, I ask that you bless our food that we are about to eat, bless the friendships that we are about to make, and bless the community that we are given. Thank you for the food, and thank you for all of us, and thank you for everything. In your name we pray, amen.
Thanks, Bailey. That's it. Please enjoy your dinner. The steaks tonight that we're serving you tonight have been provided by the NDSU Meat Sciences program. Our program will continue after dinner. Go Bison.
So let's start the evening program. We're going to begin with the recognition of student athletes. With several events taking place, NDSU athletics is very busy this weekend. Many teams have commitments, so you might see that some of the student athletes were unable to join us or will have to leave early to take part in their team's events. To introduce the student athlete scholarship recipients, please welcome the Director of Athletics, Matt Larson.
Thank you, Al. Would the scholarship recipients move to my left and please line up by the steps? Sarah Wald with the NDSU Foundation and Alumni Association will be at the steps to greet you. I now have the pleasure of introducing NDSU coaches joining us this evening. You know, I have the distinct privilege to work with them every single day, and you know, in a second you'll get a chance to meet some of our student athletes, incredible young men and women. But so much of the responsibility of them being here is our coaches, and so really fortunate to work with really great men and women every single day. And so I'll just recognize a couple that are here today. Chris Kleiman, our head football coach, who you'll be hearing from in a little bit. Roger Kish, our head wrestling coach. Don Larson, our head men's track and field coach. And Keith Dickhoot, he's our assistant coach for women's basketball. Thank you all for your work to make Bison Athletics one of the nation's best. It's now my privilege to introduce the 2018 Harvest Bowl Scholarship recipients. Please hold your applause until all have been recognized. The Harvest Bowl Scholarship. The recipient of the 2018 Harvest Bowl Scholarship is Bailey Retzloff. From Carrington, North Dakota, Bailey's a senior thrower for the NDSU women's track and field team. She's a farm girl through and through and is majoring in agricultural education. Student athletes put in incredibly long hours. Bailey said she's honored to receive the Harvest Bowl Scholarship because not only does it help pay for college, but it also tells her in a very meaningful way that we all appreciate and support her hard work in the classroom and on the field of competition. This scholarship was the first to be awarded at the Harvest Bowl, and it has grown over the years due to the generosity of many donors. We appreciate all the people and businesses that have made this scholarship possible. The Harvest Bowl Scholarship in honor of Robert Johansson. Cordell Eaton is a junior wrestler for the NDSU wrestling team and a recipient of the Harvest Bowl Scholarship in honor of Robert Johansson. Cordell is a Long Grove, Iowa native who is majoring in agricultural and biosystems engineering. In addition to being a full-time student athlete, Cordell also works part-time as a test engineer at CNH Industrial. Cordell says he's grateful for the scholarship and proud to be part of a university with such a strong tradition of success. This scholarship is sponsored by the Johansson family and other generous donors. The Patrick Benedict Memorial Harvest Bowl Scholarship Endowment. Kayla Honercook is a senior distance runner for the NDSU women's cross-country track and field teams. She's from Redwood Falls, Minnesota, and is majoring in nursing. Kayla could not attend tonight, but wanted me to share that she is honored to receive the Patrick Benedict Memorial Harvest Bowl Scholarship and considers herself very fortunate to be part of the NDSU family. The Gene Dahl Scholarship. Aaron Steitel, a senior defensive tackle for the NDSU football team, and the recipient of the Gene Dahl Scholarship. From Carlos, Minnesota, Aaron recently graduated with an agribusiness degree and is pursuing a minor in crop and weed sciences. Aaron said the Gene Dahl Scholarship has played a critical role in his success as a student and an athlete. When he can get away, Aaron enjoys hunting and fishing, and his favorite food is pickled venison heart. Can't say I've tried that. Thank you to the Dahl family for the support of this scholarship. The Scott and Ann Dow Family Scholarship. Brock Robbins, the recipient of the Scott and Ann Dow Family Scholarship, is a fullback on the NDSU football team and a junior majoring in general agriculture. Brock grew up on the family farm near Cavalier, North Dakota. Brock said he considers himself extremely fortunate to be part of the NDSU community and to receive this scholarship. He said NDSU is a perfect fit for him to pursue his passion in agriculture and to be part of an institution with such a strong tradition of excellence and service. Thank you to Scott and Ann Dow for your support. The John and Kay Dean Scholarship. Carson Schuning is a sophomore center for the NDSU football team from Rolla, North Dakota. All right, here we go. He's majoring in crop and weed sciences with a minor in animal science. Carson said growing up on the family farm taught him the meaning of hard work and giving back to others. He said NDSU has taken those lessons to a whole new level. Carson graduated high school in a class of 10 kids. He enjoys hunting, fishing, and being involved in the NDSU family. Our gratitude to the Dean family for their scholarship support. The Farmers National Harvest Bowl Scholarship and the Bob and Darlene Yagi Football Scholarship. Derek Tuska is a junior defensive end for the NDSU football team from Warner, South Dakota. He's majoring in crop and weed sciences with minors in agribusiness and natural resource management. Derek said these scholarships have eliminated a lot of the stress that comes with managing college tuition costs. Aside from his academic and athletic pursuits, Derek also is a commercial pilot, and he's always looking for business. So if you need to get somewhere fast, give Derek a call. Thanks to Farmers National and to Bob and Darlene Yagi for providing these scholarships. The Gooseneck Implement Green Iron Equipment Scholarship. Allie Mauk is a sophomore outside hitter for the NDSU women's volleyball team from Windermere, North Dakota. She's majoring in elementary education. Allie credits her parents, professors, teammates, and this scholarship for helping her succeed as a student athlete at NDSU. Growing up on the family farm, Allie values hard work and enjoys family and home-cooked meals. Her favorite foods are scalloped potatoes and ham, tacos, and of course her dad's grilled steak. Allie couldn't be here tonight, but asked that we thank everyone at Gooseneck Implement Green Iron Equipment for your generous support. The Myron and Muriel Johnsrud Scholarship. Kirsten Tidd, a freshman middle hitter for the NDSU women's volleyball team, is majoring in agricultural economics. Kirsten, who hails from Verona, Wisconsin, said the Johnsrud Scholarship relieved a lot of stress for her and her family. She loves playing in the Sanford Health Athletic Complex and going to NDSU football games where, and I quote, "we kill everyone in every game." No pressure tomorrow, guys. Kirsten couldn't be here tonight, but wanted me to share her gratitude to both Myron and Muriel and the entire NDSU community. The Levon C. Kirkheide, Patricia Kirkheide, Hagemeister and Friends Scholarship. Kelsey Laufenberg is a senior on the NDSU women's track and field team, where she throws shot put, discus, and hammer. She is studying psychology and human development and has applied for admissions into NDSU's mental health counseling program. On the family farm near Alice, North Dakota, Kelsey learned a lot about hard work, responsibility, and helping others. Like other farm kids, Kelsey had spent some time picking rocks. Her dad likes to say that Kelsey was destined to be a shot putter. Thank you to the Kirkheide family and friends for your support. The Darrell Larson Family Scholarship. Colin Connor is a senior offensive guard for the NDSU football team, majoring in university studies. Colin is from Mineral Point, Wisconsin, where he grew up hunting, fishing, and enjoying other outdoor activities. Colin said his scholarship is confirmation that hard work and dedication pay off. Colin can watch old Western movies all day long, and his favorite actor is John Wayne. We extend our gratitude to the Darrell Larson family. The Bob Lauf Memorial Scholarship. From Buffalo, North Dakota, Riley Nudell is a junior forward for the NDSU women's basketball team. Since she was a young child, Riley has wanted to be a teacher and is majoring in elementary education. She's following in the footsteps of her parents, who are both teachers, her uncle, who's a superintendent, and her aunt, who is a special education director. Riley said growing up in a farming community taught her to expect less and to give more. She enjoys the simple things like spending time with family, and she'll eat just about anything. The Nipstead Family Athletic Scholarship Endowment. Luke Bacon is a senior offensive guard for the NDSU football team from Granville, North Dakota. He's majoring in social science education with a minor in history. Throughout high school, Luke worked hard to get excellent grades in hopes of receiving a university scholarship. He and the Nipstead family have made that a reality. As you might imagine, Luke is a competitive guy, and his drive to be the best extends to fishing. We just asked Luke what he likes to do in his spare time, and he said, "My dad has never outfished me. I've always caught more fish than he has." Luke will always root for you on the gridiron, but I'm pulling for your dad the next time you two go fishing. The Ron and Carrot Offit Scholarship and the Richard and Kelly Sager Harvest Bowl Endowment. Dan Stiebel is a redshirt junior wrestler for the NDSU wrestling team from Tabor, South Dakota, majoring in agricultural systems management. Dan grew up on a small farm near Scotland, South Dakota, and about 8 miles from the Missouri River. In addition to receiving the Ron and Carrie Offit Scholarship, Dan has also been awarded the Richard and Kelly Sager Harvest Bowl Endowed Scholarship. Dan said his scholarships allow him to be the best student and wrestler he can be rather than having to figure out how to pay for his education. Thanks to Ron and Karen Offit and Richard and Kelly Sager for their support. The Red River Commodities Scholarship. Cameron Secor is a redshirt junior wrestler for the NDSU wrestling team from Wheaton, Minnesota. He's majoring in sport management. All right, some Wheaton folks in the house, good to have you here. When Cameron isn't studying, training, or competing, he's probably spending time with friends or enjoying fantasy football. Although Cameron couldn't be here tonight, he said the Red River Commodities Scholarship is a tremendous help, and it confirms that he's on a path to success. We want to thank everyone at Red River Commodities for their generous support. The Titan Machinery Scholarship. Jacob Rodin is a freshman middle distance runner for the NDSU men's track and field team. From Kenmore, North Dakota, Jacob is majoring in agricultural systems management. Agriculture and sports are Jacob's biggest passions, and he feels blessed that both are a major part of his life. Jacob grew up helping his parents on the family farm, and when he completes his studies at NDSU, he plans to return to farming. We want to thank everyone at Titan Machinery for your support. The Bob and Bruce Yagi Father-Son Football Scholarship. Stanley Jones is a senior defensive end for the NDSU football team from Bismarck, North Dakota. He's majoring in business management. Stanley was born in Chihuahua, Mexico. He has 7 brothers and sisters, and he recently got engaged to be married. Asked what his favorite part about being an NDSU student, Stanley said, "The unbelievable experience that this school offers its student athletes, the awesome coaches and staff who help me on a daily basis, the teammates who have become lifelong friends, and NDSU alumni who are always helping and supportive of everything I do. Thanks to Bob and Bruce Yagi for the continued support." At this time, I'd like to invite Luke Bacon to the stage to share a few words on behalf of the student athletes.
First of all, is there anybody from Widemere here?
I knew you couldn't help it.
Yeah. And then also, that story is true. I do outfish my dad every time we go. Don't listen to him. He's wrong. I would personally like to thank all the people who helped put on this event tonight. This is my 3rd year coming to this event, and every year I look forward to coming, not only because of the food is great, because Coach Kramer forces giant steaks onto us for tomorrow's game, but to the fact that I get to see so many familiar faces that I've met over my 5 years now of playing football here. As you guys know, without you guys' support, these athletes, and myself included, will not be able to have the success that we have experienced in our careers here so far. So thank you so much for that. I want to tell a little bit of a story. I took Easton Stick home to my farm here a couple years ago, and I didn't really know what to expect for him, let's just say. And he got on the farm, and we have some sheep where I live, and then we have some farmland just down the road that we have our cattle at. But anyway, I took Easton out to our farm and let him out with the sheep, and it was kind of an experience for him, and an experience I like to share with you guys. He immediately starts just running at them because he wants to catch one, and I said, I don't think that's going to work, buddy. But he made fun of me at the luncheon. For those of you that were there, he did make fun of the guys that had to take our shirts off on the Western Illinois bus trip because it was so hot. So I'm getting back at him right now. But yeah, anyway, so he goes after the sheep, and I finally all right, that one over there is kind of the tame one. If you want to catch her, I'll help you, but chasing them is probably not going to work. So anyway, I have a couple pictures of him holding the sheep. If you guys are interested, you guys can hit me up sometime after a game. But yeah, other than that, as far as tomorrow's game, well, the guys that are up here standing with me, we're extremely excited to play tomorrow. Youngtown's a great football team. We're excited to get after them. And then for the rest of the athletes, I hope you all support them throughout the entire year in their events as well. And thank you so much for this event tonight, and go Bison.
Thank you, everybody. All right, let's have a round of applause, except for Luke, for all of our scholarship recipients. And And as promised before, now I'd like to introduce the NDSU head football coach, Chris Kleiman.
I got a text about 2 minutes ago that Luke and Matt and I need to meet at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning to discuss Luke's eligibility for the game. So Matt's tough to work with, you know, guys. And then for some of you that don't know who Luke was talking about, Easton Sticks, our quarterback. He'll wear number 12 tomorrow. If you're at the game and just want to find out who that stick kid is. As I learned this week, we had the early voting at the Fargo Dome right across from our football offices. Our administrative assistant, Margie Tricko, who I love dearly, broke her ankle last week and so was in and out of the office quite a bit, so our office was wide open. And if I had one, I had 150 visitors wanting to either take a picture, see if they could meet that stick kid, and probably more importantly, give me a list of plays that they would like to see run tomorrow. So if you don't like the first 40 to 45 plays, come up to early voting or the regular voting on Tuesday and see if you can visit with the people that gave Coach Mess a lot of the choices. So welcome and thanks so much for coming. This game has special meaning to our football program as it ties together agriculture and Bison athletics, and our guys are really excited about playing in the Harvest Bowl game. And since it's been a few years now that we've had the green helmets, the Harvest helmets that are guys, so it'll be our first time wearing them this year. They're excited about the opportunity to go out and compete in the Harvest helmets and go out and compete against Youngstown State. It's hard to believe that we're in the first week of November already. And I tell our guys, and we have 25 seniors this year, I tell our guys, enjoy the journey. Continue to enjoy the journey because it's going to go really fast. Well, that was Labor Day, they thought, the last time we talked about it, and we've talked about it each Monday, and lo and behold, we're into November. And it's something that I'd never take for granted as far as the unbelievable student athletes that all of our sports have, but me in particular, because I work with the football guys, how special a group it is to be around those 110, 115 guys throughout the week and the hard work they put in every week to have the opportunity to be successful. We talk a lot on Mondays about what you did the previous week has no bearing on what you're going to do the next week in the Missouri Valley, and I'm a firm believer in that because anybody can beat anybody on any given day. And when we started this journey, probably mid-September, I said we had 8 one-week seasons, and we're only on week 6 of our 8 one-week seasons, and that's the appreciation that I have for our football team and for our guys in how they attack the process on a weekly basis. And we talk about that at length. You've seen the signs of dominating the standard and attacking the process and raising the bar. And we always talk to our guys, you raise the bar in everything you do in life. You raise the bar on the athletic field. You raise the bar in the weight room. You raise the bar in the academic center. You raise the bar in the community. You do everything to leave a legacy. You do all you can to leave a legacy so that when somebody comes back, like we had Todd Wash back today to visit with our football team, and he's the defensive coordinator for the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he played football for the Bison, and he's got an open week, and he wants to come and visit with our football team, that's legacy. And it was really neat for our guys to hear from Coach Wash, and trust me, he brought a ton of energy to our guys, and I know our guys are excited about the opportunity. I appreciate everybody's support. It's been fun to see people at the Northern Iowa game, the Western Illinois game, the South Dakota game. We've outnumbered the fans at all 3 venues, which is a lot of fun to see. But most importantly, thank you for the support you guys give all of our student athletes, all of our coaches. We couldn't do it without you. We're so blessed, all of us coaches are to be part of this Bison family. So thanks, and go Bison.
Thanks, Coach Kleiman. Best of luck to you and your entire team, players and coaches. We'll all be cheering loudly. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce the 14th President of North Dakota State University, Dr. Dean L. Brashani.
Well, I have to admit, it's always a little intimidating coming in front of this group, and when we have a sellout crowd, literally I understand there are 4 people in the men's restroom because I couldn't get seats in here. I was worried about being able to measure up to that standard, but when Ken started off with the Eaton bacon table, and Aaron Steidel, started talking about pickled venison heart, and then saving the day, that whole Easton stick chasing sheep story. Wasn't real sure where that was going for a few minutes. Glad it worked out okay. Gonna have to talk to the athletic department about some of this stuff. But in very much seriousness, what we're doing here today, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of celebrating, but it's also recognizing something very special that happens at NDSU. And that special thing started in 1862 with the Morrill Land Grant Act, led by 2 people who hadn't had the privilege of going to college, but saw that the future of this nation could be changed if people had that opportunity. And not just certain people, not just select people, not the elite people. They wanted to bring higher education to all people so that all people could serve all the people around them. And I think if we fast forward and put them in a time machine, Abraham Lincoln and Justin Morrill would say this is exactly what they had in mind. Take a state with a modest population, a limited economic base, and have it be one of the leading producers of food for the nation and the world. And have us recognize that that isn't because of our state's leaders, civic giants, business giants. That's because of the people who live in every county of North Dakota making it happen. Oftentimes making it happen against all possible odds. And they do it because they realize it's important. One of the catchphrases we use from North Dakota State University when I'm asked is, what do you do at NDSU? We're feeding the world and curing cancer. This is a celebration of feeding the world. This is a recognition of the people who rarely get recognized, but literally are feeding the world. It's a celebration of people realizing what's important in life, even if they never get a recognition, never end up on a stage, never end up on a stage blinded by really bright lights. But a handful of them, and too small of a handful of them, are going to be recognized tonight. There's one other person, actually 2 other people I do want to recognize tonight because they wouldn't be recognized otherwise. A few months ago, right before the start of the school year, the provost of NDSU for quite a few years, Beth Ingram, stepped down, and somebody had to take a bullet for the team and be the next man up, as we would say in football. Now, being the provost of a major research university is something like an hour before the shift starts at an ER ward saying, sure, I'll do it. It's fast-paced, it's demanding, it's virtually impossible to be successful at it. But somebody that I think everyone in this room knows, recognizes, and respects, Dr. Ken Grafton, is a person without a blink who stepped up to be the next man. Dr. Grafton, thank you. Now, sure, that was a big deal, but I mentioned there were 2 people I needed to thank. Because if his wife, Christy, hadn't given me permission to offer it to him, I'd be a dead man walking. So, Christy, thank you very much. Thank you for being here tonight and recognizing what we do at NDSU. We do it against oftentimes all odds. We do it against a state economy that sometimes isn't in our favor, but we do it because what we do in North Dakota is important to the entire world. Go Bison.
Thank you, Dr. Brashani. In a moment, we will recognize the 2018 county honorees. So would all the county honorees please move to your designated chairs. As the county honorees get ready, we have a special treat tonight. The NDSU Jazz program, begun in 1970 under the direction of the legendary band director Orville Idem. In the nearly 50 years since, the jazz program has performed and toured regionally and nationally and hosts the annual High School Invitational Jazz Festival, featuring the best high school and middle school bands in the region alongside regional and national guest artists. The current band is a mix of music and non-music, undergraduate and graduate students. Ladies and gentlemen, the NDSU Jazz Ensemble under the direction of Dr. Matt Patnaud. Thank you very much. Thank you to the NDSU Jazz students. Appreciate your talent. Now time to recognize the outstanding producers around our region. I invite President Brashani and Ross Ellison to the stage. Ross is the president of NDSU's Ag Ambassadors and is assisting with the awards. He's a senior majoring in crop and weed sciences from Elbow Lake, Minnesota, and his parents are Mark and Lori. Don Wick from Red River Farm Network and one of tonight's sponsors will give a brief introduction for each honoree from a remote microphone. We are grateful to Greg Lardy, Associate Vice President for Agricultural Affairs, and his team for their assistance with the weekend. And also to the NDSU Extension for naming these leaders, and to Patty Floggen, Ellen Crawford, and Becky Cook for writing the complete honoree bios, which can be found in tonight's program. Let's start recognizing our county honorees. Don, please begin.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. North Dakota State University is proud to acknowledge the energy and commitment of leaders in agriculture. The honorees will be introduced with brief comments, but please see that they have many more accomplishments noted in the printed booklets at your table. We hope you enjoy these outstanding people from North Dakota and western Minnesota. We begin with Adams County. Cole and Terry Allers raise wheat, canola, corn, sunflowers, peas, and alfalfa, and have a cow-calf operation near Hettinger. Cole also operates a trucking company. Terry is a radiology technician. Congratulations, Cole and Terry. From Barnes County, Greg and Darlene Shenenko raise wheat, soybeans, and corn near Valley City. Greg also has been a township supervisor for 30-plus years. Darlene has been a dental assistant. Congratulations, Greg and Darlene. Representing Billings County, Shane and Amanda Talkington have a registered Angus herd, commercial cow-calf herd, and feedlot near Belfield. Amanda also is a 4-H leader and county 4-H council member. Congratulations, Shane and Amanda. From Bottineau County, Ronald and Kathy Wyman raise small grain crops, sunflowers, corn, and soybeans near Bottineau. Kathy also is an administrative assistant with North Dakota Forest Service. Congratulations, Ronald and Kathy. Representing Burke County, Kenneth and Nicole Moreski have a cow-calf operation and sell red Angus cattle near Battleview. They raise alfalfa, barley, and oats as well. Nicole also is a high school teacher. Congratulations, Kenneth and Nicole. From Burleigh County, Wade and Lynn Mosier of Bismarck operated a commercial cow-calf herd and heifer development program. Wade also was executive vice president of the North Dakota Stockmen's Association for 26 years. Lynn is president of an oil and gas company. Congratulations, Wade and Lynn. From Cass County, Brian and Lisa Roach have a diversified crop and livestock operation near Wheatland, where they grow small grain crops, corn, seed soybeans, and sunflowers. Lisa also serves on the Food Pantry Board. Congratulations, Brian and Lisa. And from Cavalier County, Jerry and Christy Rollness raise spring wheat, canola, soybeans, pinto beans, corn, and peas near Langdon. Jerry also is a township supervisor, Christy a retired teacher. Congratulations, Jerry and Christy. And from Dickey County, Larry and Laura Schumacher raise lettuce, pumpkins, and sweet corn near Fullington, and have donated more than 180,000 pounds of produce to a food bank. They host numerous school and civic groups as well. Congratulations, Larry and Laura. From Divide County, Byron and Shelley Carter raise durum, spring wheat, peas, lentils, and canola near Fortuna. They also raise Angus cattle and grow forage for cattle. Congratulations, Byron and Shelley. From Dunn County, Chris and Jolyn Wassam have a commercial and registered Red Angus cow-calf and seed stock operation near Halliday. They also raise small grains and cover and forage crops and own a backhoe service. Congratulations, Chris and Jolyn. From Eddy County, Tim and Judy Almaras raise edible beans, soybeans, corn, wheat, sunflowers, and alfalfa on a fourth-generation farm near New Rockford. They also have a 150 cow-calf pair operation. Congratulations, Tim and Judy. From Emmons County, Tom and Tammy Bernhardt have a Red Angus and Red Angus Simmental cross cow-calf operation near Linton. They also raise spring wheat, corn, barley, peas, oats, sunflowers, soybeans, and alfalfa. Congratulations, Tom and Tammy. From Foster County, Kevin and Jennifer Wolski raise hard red spring wheat, field peas, canola, edible beans, and soybeans near Carrington. They also have a hard red spring wheat seed business and operate a trucking business. Our congratulations to Kevin and Jennifer. From Grand Forks County, Tyler and Amelia Stover raise wheat, barley, soybeans, corn, and sunflowers, yellow peas, and several types of beans on their fifth-generation farm near Larimore. They host NDSU variety plots as well. Amelia is also an elementary school music teacher. Congratulations, Tyler and Amelia. From Grant County, Jacqueline Hartman raises pigs and sheep near Elgin for 4-H projects and is a certified crop advisor. She also is a location manager and agronomist for a crop production technology business. Our congratulations to Jacqueline. From Griggs County, Mark and Sarah Ressler raising registered Red Angus and commercial Angus near Binford. They raise corn, wheat, soybeans, tall fescue, and hay crops as well. Sarah also is a pharmacist. Please, our congratulations to Mark and Sarah. From Hettinger County, James and Tracy Johnson raise wheat, canola, corn, sunflowers, peas, and dry beans on a fourth-generation farm near Mott. James also is a 4-H leader, and Tracy a 4-H volunteer. Congratulations, James and Tracy. From Kidder County, Robert and Margaret Subert raise wheat, barley, canola, soybeans, and alfalfa near Robinson on a family farm that was homesteaded in 1914. They have 200 head of Angus cattle and operate a hunting rental business as well. Congratulations, Robert and Margaret. Representing Lemoore County, Bill and Judy Hansen raise cattle and grain on a second-generation farm near Lemoore. They work to improve the soil's health by using a no-till rotational cropping system that includes cover crops. Congratulations, Bill and Judy. Representing Logan County, Robert and Susan Erbely have a livestock operation providing custom backgrounding and grazing on a fifth-generation farm near Lair. They raise crops for livestock feed as well. Robert also is a state senator. Susan is a piano teacher. Congratulations, Robert and Susan. From McHenry County, Curtis and Susie Lee, who farm near Velva, provide field research, technical support, and data analysis for the agricultural, chemical, and seed industries. They complete 100 to 250 field trials and harvest 6,000 to 15,000 yield plots each year. Congratulations, Curtis and Susie. From McIntosh County, Carrie and Pam Bettenhausen and Cordell and Ann Bettenhausen raise wheat, corn, soybeans, canola, and sunflowers in the Ventura-Wishick area. They also have about 400 cow-calf pairs. Congratulations, Carrie, Pam, Cordell, and Ann. From McHenry County, Kirk and Heidi Olson raise spring wheat, durum, and field peas on a fifth-generation farm near Arnegard. Kirk also is a township road superintendent and coach. Heidi is a bank vice president and trust officer. Our congratulations, Kirk and Heidi. Representing McLean County, Rick and Laura Tweeten raise hard red spring wheat, pinto beans, corn, soybeans, and field peas near Washburn. They have a certified seed business as well. Laura also is a special education instructor. Our congratulations, Rick and Laura. And from Mercer County, Galen Saylor operates a greenhouse, nursery, and landscape installation business near Beulah. He raises bedding and garden plants, perennials, trees and shrubs, and does grass seeding for lawns and pastures. Congratulations, Galen. From Morton County, Douglas and Carol Hill raise sunflowers, soybeans, wheat, corn, alfalfa, and other hay crops near Mandan. They also have a Galvay seed stock and commercial cow-calf operation and a feedlot. Congratulations, Douglas and Carol. From Montreal County, John and Julie Woodbury raise feeder pigs, which they slaughter and process on their farm near Ross, and they have a small-scale potato operation. John also has been a grain elevator manager. Julie is an agricultural education teacher. Congratulations, John and Julie. From Nelson County, Randy and Jean Shaley have a grain and row crop operation on a fourth-generation farm near Niagara, where they grow wheat, soybeans, and pinto beans, and black beans. Randy also is a licensed crop insurance agent, and Jean a teacher. Congratulations, Randy and Jean. Representing Oliver County, Ryan Schmidt has a cow-calf, feedlot, and heifer development beef cattle operation near Center. He raises wheat, grain and silage corn, canola, peas, and soybeans as well. Ryan also works at Falkirk Mine. Congratulations to Ryan. From Pembina County, Doug and Barbara Whalen raise potatoes, sugar beets, dry beans, soybeans, and wheat on a fifth-generation farm near Grafton. Barbara also is a district court judge. Congratulations, Doug and Barbara. Representing Pierce County, Larry and Paula Kraft raise wheat, soybeans, and corn near Rugby. They also have an Angus cow-calf operation. Paula also is a certified nurse assistant. Congratulations, Larry and Paula. From Ramsey County, Paul and Renee Ivesdahl raise canola, wheat, barley, flax, and soybeans near Edmore. They also are shareholders in a South farrowing operation and a South finishing operation. Our congratulations, Paul and Renee. From Ransom County, Andrew and Myrene Peterson have a commercial sheep operation near Enderlin. Andrew also has been a veterinarian for 49 years. Myrene is a retired librarian. Congratulations, Andrew and Myrene. From Renville County, Ron Volk raises wheat, barley, oats, canola, soybeans, sunflowers, field peas, and chickpeas and has a cow-calf operation near Sherwood. He and his late wife, Diane, started with 1/4 of land and expanded that to a 3,000-acre operation. Congratulations, Ron. From Richland County, Terry and Carlotta Spellhog raise corn and soybeans on a 5th-generation farm near Kindred. They also provide an annual scholarship to a Kindred High School graduate interested in a degree in agriculture or attending NDSU. Congratulations, Terry and Carlotta. From Sargent County, David and Lorianne Totenhagen raise corn and soybeans on a 4th-generation farm near Stirrum. Lorianne also is a 4-H club leader. Our congratulations, David and Lorianne. From Sheridan County, Craig and Barbara Peerboom have a farming and cow-calf operation near Goodrich. They also are involved in the Farm Business Management Education Program. Congratulations, Craig and Barbara. From Sioux County, Brian and Luana George raise forage crops and have a commercial cattle operation on a 5th-generation ranch near Solon. Brian also is a firefighter and Luana a human resources manager. Congratulations, Brian and Luana. From Slope County, Duane and Dana Stuber raise oats, barley, corn, wheat, and annual forages on a 4th-generation farm near Bowman. They also have a cow-calf, commercial, and purebred Hereford cattle operation. Congratulations, Duane and Dana. Representing Stark County, Joel and Darlene Haugen raise wheat, corn, barley, oats, alfalfa, and mixed grasses on a 5th-generation farm near Taylor. They raise Angus cattle as well. Darlene also is an accounts payable worker. Congratulations, Joel and Darlene. Representing Steele County, Daniel and Marlene Motter raise wheat, corn, soybeans, and alfalfa near Clifford. They also raise horses and sheep and have a custom tree, yard waste, compost, and feed grinding operations. Congratulations, Daniel and Marlene. Representing Stutzman County, Arlen and Sore Schmidt have a purebred Simmental and Red Angus seed stock operation near Medina. They also raise corn and oats for cattle feed and soybeans and wheat as cash crops. Congratulations, Arlen and Sore. From Towner County, Myron and Robin Jacobson raise spring wheat, soybeans, canola, and flax on a 3rd-generation farm near Rock Lake. Robin also is a school technology coordinator. Congratulations, Myron and Robin. Representing Trail County, Curtis and Julie Zerfus live in Hillsboro. Curtis has worked in the Hillsboro field office of the USDA Natural Resources Conservation Service for 31 years. Julie is a music teacher. Congratulations, Curtis and Julie. From Walsh County, Terrell and Elsie Borgeson raise wheat, soybeans, edible beans, and corn on a 4th-generation farm near Park River. Terrell also is a bank director and township zoning administrator. Elsie, a church volunteer. Congratulations, Terrell and Elsie. From Ward County, Mark and Denise Larson and Jeff Larson and his late wife Michelle have raised wheat, canola, soybeans, flax, and sunflowers on a 4th-generation farm near Minot. Mark also is an agricultural and business lender. Denise works at a bank. Jeff also is a 4-H leader. Congratulations, Mark, Denise, and Jeff. And from Wells County, Michael and Nona Flick raise spring wheat, soybeans, corn, sunflowers, barley, and pinto beans on a third-generation farm near Bowdoin. They also have a feedlot and cow-calf Simmental Angus beef operation. Congratulations, Michael and Nona. From Minnesota's Becker County, Lonnie and Linda Prine raise a commercial Angus cow-calf operation near Perham. They raise alfalfa, grass, hay, corn, oats, and soybeans as well. Lonnie also runs a construction company. Linda is the county extension office manager. Congratulations, Lonnie and Linda. From Clay County, Robert and Lana Olson have a 2,300-acre grain-growing operation, raising wheat, corn, and soybeans near Hawley. They formerly ran a 300 sow fair-to-finish swine operation as well. Congratulations, Robert and Lana. From Kitson County, Roger and Bernice Anderson raise wheat, barley, sugar beets, canary grass, all on a fourth-generation farm near Drayton. Roger also is a township officer, and Bernice a substitute teacher. Congratulations, Roger and Bernice. From Monoman County, Steve and Gina Worms raise corn, wheat, soybeans, and alfalfa near Monoman. They operate a retail natural beef operation as well. Both also are 4-H volunteers. Congratulations, Steve and Gina. Representing Marshall County, John A. Jensen and Betty Kenner Pickup raise wheat, sugar beets, beans, corn, canola, and edible beans on a fifth-generation farm near Stephen. John also has a commercial seed cleaning operation. Congratulations to John and Betty. From Norman County, John and Colleen Germolis raise spring wheat, soybeans, barley, and sunflowers on a fifth-generation farm near Borup. John also works for a crop insurance agency. Colleen is a faith community nurse. Congratulations, John and Colleen. From Traverse County, David and Evie Rinke, now retired, raised corn, soybeans, wheat, and alfalfa on a third-generation farm near Wheaton. They also had a beef cattle and commercial hog operation. Congratulations, Dave and Evie. Please, let's give a round of applause for all of our wonderful county honorees.
And let me add my congratulations to the county honorees. You represent what is so good about North Dakota agriculture, family, and community and service. It's a time of the evening to recognize the 2018 Agribusiness Award recipient. The Agribusiness Award recognizes individuals who have distinguished themselves in the area of agriculture. A number of past recipients are here. As I called your name, please stand. Please hold your applause until all are introduced. In 1997, the award went to Keith Bierke, who's here with his wife, Marion. In 1998, Roald Lund received the award. He and his wife, Janet, are here. Mike Warner received the award in 2001. He is here with his wife, Joanne. In 2002, Myron Johnsrud received the award. In 2007, I was honored to receive the award. My wife, Peggy, is here. In 2011, the award went to Al Johnson. He and his wife, Sarah, are here. In 2012, Neil Fisher won the award. In 2014, the award went to Jerry Doan. He and his wife, Renee, are here. And in 2015, Lyndon Johnson received the award. He and his wife, Kathy, are here. Let's give these industry leaders a round of applause. The Agribusiness Award is a special honor that goes to a person who has led a distinguished career in agriculture. Our 2018 recipient exemplifies all that this award represents. 2018 Agribusiness Award winner is Sharon Anderson, the first woman to become a district director and the first state director of the North Dakota State University Extension Service. Sharon also went on to have a successful career with the National 4-H Council in Washington, D.C. While Sharon has achieved some notable firsts for women, her strong leadership and dedication to agriculture benefited all of North Dakota and beyond.
Dr. Sharon Anderson was raised on a diversified family farm near Kindred, North Dakota. As a young girl, Sharon helped tend to the family livestock, drove tractor, and cared for the vegetable garden. One of Sharon's earliest role models was former Richland County Extension agent Gloria Olson, who helped deepen Sharon's love for agriculture. Sharon's involvement with North Dakota State University's land grant mission began when she joined 4-H at the age of 8. Her 10-year experience as a 4-H student culminated in 1963 when she attended the National 4-H Congress and was the featured oboe soloist with Arthur Fiedler and the Chicago Symphony. Sharon received her bachelor's and master's degrees from NDSU's College of Human Development and Education and her doctorate in higher education administration from the University of North Dakota. While attending NDSU, Sharon was active in the Gold Star Band, Mortarboard Honor Society, the Kappa Delta Sorority, and several other organizations. She and her husband Mick spent their first 2 years after college teaching in Mohall, North Dakota. Sharon joined the NDSU Extension Service in 1970 as the Home Furnishings Specialist. She then became a state 4-H specialist, leading statewide programs in leadership development, family living, and career education for 11 years. The National Association of 4-H Agents recognized Sharon's outstanding work by presenting her with the Meritorious and Distinguished Service Awards. In 1984, Extension Service Director Myron Johnsrud saw great potential in Sharon's leadership abilities, so he hired her to become the Extension Service's first female district director. In that role, Sharon provided leadership for county staff, their programs, and budgets in North Dakota's eastern counties. She also built strong partnerships with county officials and the North Dakota Association of Counties. Sharon established another first for women when, in 1995, she was named NDSU Extension Service Director. Sharon worked tirelessly to forge strong partnerships, to advance agriculture, and to demonstrate that women are equally capable of leading large agricultural organizations. During her tenure, the Rural Leadership Program was established. Staffing at NDSU's research extension centers grew, grant funding increased significantly, and the Extension Service adopted new technologies that expanded agricultural education opportunities across the state. Sharon also worked with others to establish the State Board of Agriculture Research and Education. While directing the state's Extension Service, Sharon also served on the National 4-H Board of Trustees and was elected by her peers to the Extension Committee on Organization and Policy, which provides overall leadership to the nation's cooperative extension programs. In 1999, she served as chair of the National Committee. Sharon retired from NDSU as Professor Emeritus in 2003. She then began a 9-year career with the National 4-H Council in Washington, D.C. Sharon worked to build strong partnerships between the Council and the nation's 1862, 1890, and 1994 land grant institutions. In 2003, Sharon was named the YWCA Woman of the Year in Education. That same year, she was inducted into the National 4-H Hall of Fame. Sharon also received the National 4-H Council's Gary L. Davis Leadership Award in 2012. In retirement, Sharon and Mick enjoy spending time with family. They are active tailgaters and attend most Bison football games. Sharon also enjoys her morning runs, golfing, and playing the piano. Sharon has achieved another first tonight. She is the first woman to receive the Harvest Bowl Agribusiness Award for Distinguished Service. Please welcome to the stage the 2018 Harvest Bowl Agribusiness Award winner, Sharon Anderson.
Thank you, Al. This is certainly an honor, and I just can hardly believe when Ken called that this was happening, because I know all the previous award winners and amazing group of people. So I'm very humbled, and I just think this is a great, great honor. And congratulations to all the honorees. Big night. Nothing is better than being recognized by your peers and your friends back home. So great tribute to all of you. While I was director of the NDSU Extension Service, we had several themes for the university, but one of the overriding themes was "It's about people." And that was for a number of reasons. We were building our enrollment, we were expanding opportunities for faculty and staff, but a lot of it had to do with research and extension across the state and the impact that North Dakota State has on the citizens. And while I was implementing that theme in my work, I quickly learned that it is also the theme that sort of guided me through my career and my little journey. So I'd like to just share a little bit about that tonight, and how it's about people is why I'm standing here tonight. Of course, my biggest cheerleader, this will be the hardest probably, through all of this has been my husband, Mick. Please stand, Mick. Mick was always the one that said, "Why don't you do that? Why don't you try that?" and supported me in whatever path I took. And it was an amazing way for me to have great support in all I did. Mick retired from Dow AgriSciences and had a great career, and many of our interests and people crossed paths, so that made our life kind of interesting in our work. And several of his coworkers even came tonight. Whoa, group over there. And when you are doing this crazy research and extension work, you have to have a family that says, "It's okay, we understand. You don't know when you're going on the road again. You don't know exactly when you're coming home. We don't know how long you're going to be on the phone tonight, but they're there to support you." And that's why I'm thrilled tonight to have our son Aaron, please stand up, his wife Jenny, please stand up, our granddaughter Bryn, and our granddaughter Harper. They live in Erie, Colorado, and we're just thrilled to have them with us tonight. Isn't grandparenting the best? Yeah, okay, I knew you'd support that. Well, starting out in the state 4-H office couldn't have been a better way to learn about people in this state. You were working with young people, families, volunteers, community leaders, statewide leaders, and it was just a great way to start. And I bet we even have some 4-H alum in the audience, right? I still have people saying, "I remember you, I was involved in 4-H, so it's really fun." And then in 1984, I applied for the district director job, and Dr. Myron Johnsrud called me in. Myron's sitting right over here. And he said, "I'm going to hire you for the job, but you are a big gamble. I hope it works." Well, it did work, and Myron and I worked together all through our careers. He was a great mentor. In fact, when I was chair of the directors nationally, I ended up being his boss for a year. So it's kind of funny how things kind of turn around. But by being a district director, I had the great chance to work with field staff. And you know, the field, that's where the action is for extension. And I had a great opportunity to watch people grow and mature in their jobs and do great things across the state. A few of them are here tonight. I hope I don't miss anybody. Lynette Flage, John Kringler, Rita Usatis, Eunice Saar, Linda Hauge, Carmen Rathwald, Willie Hewitt, Ellen Dunlap, Connie Weed, Maxine Nordic. Great people like them all over the state that I got to work with and watch them grow. Also, working with county commissioners was great to see how complicated county government really is, and also to see how we at North Dakota State could be great partners at all the county levels. Well, in 1994, Brendan Donnelly took the next step and hired me as Extension Director, and you saw some of the things that we did during that time. We also enhanced our faculty at NDSU with people like Greg Lardy and Dr. Charlie and Pat Beck and Marcia McMullen are here tonight. All of them were always willing to enhance what we did across the state of North Dakota. But we also dealt with the unexpected. Things like the winter of 1997. I don't know if you remember that, but I don't think I'll ever forget that winter. We had so much snow and so many storms, and the ranchers across the country, or across the state, the cattle producers, faced issues that you don't want to face very often, but we tried to be there and support and do the things that we could. We did the same with cropping when there was droughts and diseases and insects, that kind of thing. Farm financial management issues that would come up that we didn't plan for, but that we dealt with unexpectedly. Now, I didn't do any of that alone, none of it. We had a team called the Extension Leadership Team that was working together to help address all these issues. There was like 3 or 4 out in the state and 3 and 4 on campus that came with a variety of expertise and knowledge of the situations. And people like Darnell Lundstrom, they're here tonight. Darnell Lundstrom, Virginia Clark Johnson, Dwayne Hauk, Lori Limburner, Bruce Bollinger, he kept our money, did it really good. Becky Koch, Brad Cogdill, Maury Davidson, and Gerald Stern all come together, and we would meet weekly, monthly. Sometimes we even met daily because the situations called for that. But it was a great group that made really good decisions for the organization. The other thing, of course, we had to deal with was the budget, federal, state, county grants, but the biggest, of course, being the state budget. We did lots of testimony before budget committees at the House and Senate level, and even then, people showed up amazingly. We just could hardly believe it. We had young people, families, farmers, ranchers, commodity groups, educators, human service people that wanted to tell the legislature what North Dakota State was doing for them in their life. And it was amazing. And then a few people even hung around during the subcommittee and conference committee time when almost anything can happen to your budget. People like Ken Birch and Jerry Doan, they sat with us and waited till we were called in and made sure that the final signatures were good for our budget. Well, then the Budget Committee decided to build the State Board of Ag Research and Education, and they built a skeleton, but we needed people to help put the meat on the bones. And so we had a group of people that worked hard, they listened, gathered information, they wrote documents, they rewrote documents, and frankly, we even fought a little, didn't we, Jerry Doan? Where are you, Jerry? We had some good times, but that's what made it good. And I know that the board is still going, and I'm assuming that it's still good. Well, you probably noticed that picture up there of a few extension staff and Garfield the cat. Yes, that's me in the Garfield outfit, and it was really hot in there. But that picture was taken when we hosted the National Association of 4-H Agents meeting in Bismarck, when several thousand agents flew in for a week from all over the country for a week of education and training. But the picture to me tells a different story. The picture tells me about the times that we had as staff, no matter how long our days were, no matter how hard we worked, no matter if they were really good or sometimes could have been better, that we always had fun. We always found time to sit down and listen to each other and joke and share stories and tell a little bit about things that were going on back home. And because of that, we became friends. And because of that, we grew to trust each other. And because of that, I believe we tried things organizationally, programmatically, that we would never have tried otherwise. Made us a great organization. Well, I had the chance to work for National 4-H Council for 9 years with land grants all across the country, and again, work with people to share ideas and make a good program even better. Now in retirement, we are enjoying lots of things. You saw the picture by the limousine. That was our 50th wedding anniversary picture. We enjoy having family that are close to us here, and of course we love being in Colorado with our grandparenting situation. That's great. We have an amazing tailgating group, the Bison Blue Van group. Oh, they're here. We love the Bison. We go to Frisco. We already have our plane tickets for this year, so we got our hopes up. And we golf. We love music, especially at our churches. I have to run now because you saw my granddaughters are running with me, so I have to keep those morning runs up. But all of what we do now, we do surrounded by an amazing group of friends that have been with us for years, decades, that listen and laugh and encourage us. And so that group of people is with us a lot, and some of them are here tonight. Oh, that's the quietest I've ever heard them. So all I can say is thank you, because it's about people. Great extension work is about people, but my little journey has been all about people, and it's because of you, people like you all over the state, that I can be here tonight. So I am very humbled. I feel very blessed. Congratulations, honoree winners. We only have one thing left to say. Go Bison!
Congratulations again to Sharon Anderson. You represent, as the county honorees do, what is good about North Dakota agriculture. To end the evening, I have a few quick announcements. County honorees, please remember to go to the Fargo Dome tomorrow at 8 a.m. for more festivities. Join us on the south side of the stage here for Bison Bingo. For those of you who haven't been here before, you will not want to miss Bison Bingo. Congratulations again to our student athletes, to Sharon Anderson, all of the Harvest Bowl honorees. And one more time, horns up, go Bison. Thank you.